Listen up, listen up, listen up, listen up. Xbox. We got some things to discuss. Now, before I read this from Asha Sharma, waifu. From Asha Sharma, waifu. Xbox used to be one of the greatest. It was a juggernaut in the gaming space. I must say, it was an absolute juggernaut. And in order for this system to have any chance to come back and rival the PS6, PS5, or Sony, in order for Microsoft to get back and rival this system, they have to make drastic changes. There has to be things happening that was different than the things happening before to get new results. You understand? There has to be things happening different than the things that was happening before to get a better result or a different result. The trend line that Xbox was going, and I might have explained this in some TikToks that I posted, or the last video that I posted or that you watched. There has to be a reset. This is going to hurt. All right? Let's read the email though. Enough of that. This is an important email I sent today to all employees at Xbox. Team, we are beginning the most significant restructure in Xbox history. After careful consideration, I've made the difficult decision to reduce our team by approximately 3,200 throughout FY27. So we're going to say that's 2027. I forgot what that means, so we're going to say throughout till 2027. This will include approximately 1,600 role eliminations today. And in addition, 4 studios will leave Xbox to new management. I recognize that a year-long restructuring creates additional challenges. Unfortunately, it is not possible to make all the necessary changes in a single day, and I wanted to be direct about the scale. This is a big scale. This is a gigantic scale. Microsoft inflated their company beyond leagues that they could have kept up with. Beyond any league that they could have kept up with. They have totally wasted their money trying to soak up all the games. And I'm going to admit this. When this was happening, when Microsoft was just buying up all these studios, I was like, oh, they're going for the jack move. They're going for the kill. So back then, when Xbox was like, yo, we about to put all our games everywhere, they thought they had a checkmate. They thought they had Sony on the ropes. It was over. They thought they did it to them. Yo, we buying all these companies right now. Right under their feet. Sony was losing money or something, doing something. They wasn't getting as much money as they could have or should have during that time. Xbox went and bought Call of Duty, Activision. They bought all kind of shit. And back then, I was like, yo, they going crazy. But nobody was playing the system. Nobody that I know. Game Pass was good. Game Pass is probably the greatest thing that Xbox could have came up with. Even though they went up in price. But for what it offers, especially if you want PC, this is what kept the lights on at Xbox. Even though there are rumors that Xbox can be sold by Microsoft, which wouldn't even make sense because Xbox is literally one of the big identities of Microsoft. It's literally, you think of Xbox, you think of Microsoft. So just the marketing behind that would be catastrophic if they decide at Microsoft, we're going to sell the Xbox. But let's get back to this email and enough of the tangent. Second paragraph. I know this is painful. These changes will directly affect people who have poured their creativity into building Xbox. Many joined us through acquisitions, while others were recruited here or sought us out because they loved this industry and loved Xbox. Today's decision do not reflect their talent or dedication. Our business today is not healthy. This is emphasized. It's been emphasized in the multiple appearances that Asha Sharma had in these podcasts. If you're an Xbox fan or a Microsoft fan, there's a lot of people on Twitter, you bitches, you sissies on Twitter. Sorry to say, not sorry to say. People with no real profile pic, they have a cartoon as a profile pic, and they have a bunch of followers for what reason? I don't know. A lot of them are saying, and they keep going to my algorithm, yo, the gaming industry is cooked. They saying, yo, the gaming industry is cooked. Xbox is cooked. This is what these people are saying, right? And I need people to understand, you can never underestimate Microsoft Xbox. Just for the simple fact that the Xbox 360 was the reigning champ. That system was the reigning champ of live service, online service. The games were better. The flagship franchises were better to me. PlayStation had more exclusives, but we had the giants over here, bro. The Xbox party system had to be incorporated into the PlayStation at one point. The Xbox 360 party system was revolutionary, innovative. So many memories off that system, the 360. I might put that as number one as the best system I've ever had. I mean, I got a PC now, but I'm talking about with all the memories that system gave me. Priceless memories I'll never erase. I can't say that about the PlayStation. Maybe people have that for the PlayStation. I don't. I thought the online service of the PS3 was shitty. To be honest with you, I thought it was horrible. Today, our business today is not healthy. We are operating at margins that are 3 to 10x lower than comparable platform and publishing businesses. That's bad. We entered Gen 9 with a smaller install base and a higher cost structure. That right there, she's talking about all them companies and all the fluff and all the inflation that they created buying that bullshit. They was treating themselves like a rich kid that went to his favorite fucking sneaker store, and he's a sneakerhead, and all the sneakers in the sneaker store that he ever wanted is in the sneaker store, but he got all the money to get all of them, knowing damn well he gonna wear 3 of them bitches, knowing damn well he gonna wear 3 of them hoes, but he got the money to get the shoes. Xbox, Microsoft was them rich kids. Is that rich kid that I speak of. Back to sentence 3, paragraph 3, right here. Do y'all see this? Y'all probably don't see my mouse. I don't know why my mouse doesn't show. To grow, we bet on Game Pass, multi-platform, and a broader portfolio of content. While those businesses have created meaningful value, they did not grow at a pace we expected. As that happened, our core business weakened, and we added more teams, more investment, and more time, hoping for a better outcome. And now the industry is facing the most severe hardware crisis in its history. We must reset Xbox. This is her terminology that is going to be coming back whenever they unveil the new Xbox. Mark my words. Mark my words. This we must reset Xbox is going to come back at some point when they reveal the new system. And I think, in my opinion, I think the Xbox is setting ground for a major comeback. Maybe it's because I'm just a fan of Xbox, but I really feel something in my gut that they have something up their sleeve. PlayStation has something up their sleeve too. And we're going to understand what cards they have, what hand they've been dealt once they unveil these systems, unveil the exclusives, unveil the bundles, and gamers will see how much are they willing to spend to get this new system with the new games. This is a hot take right now about the pricing of these systems. There was a fucking handheld. There was a handheld, right? This handheld I just saw on X had, it was the starting price was $3,000. It was $3,000. $3,000 starting. The souped up version was $5,200, $5,300. I seen it, bro. Shit, hold on. Let me see if I can find it, bro. Let me see if I can find it real quick, gang. Hold on, bro. Let's search. Explore $5,000 handheld. See if you pop up, gang. Yeah, this is it right here. So, from what I talked about just now about pricing of these new systems, right? This handheld device that only rich people is going to play, or a person that's willing to spend this absorbent amount of money or go on the firm. The AI Neo Next 2 Strix Halo handheld starts global shipping in late July. Top SKU $5,299. The Ryzen AI Max. This has AI in it. The Ryzen AI Max 385 32 gig 1 terabyte SSD $29.99. This is a PC in your hand, literally. This is a PC in your hand. Second one, Ryzen AI Max Plus 395 64 gigs of RAM 1 terabyte $3,699. $700 difference from the first version. Different memory chip or memory, same storage, different CPU. The souped up version is 128 gigabyte memory. That's what I got in my computer, my big ass tower. Pause. 2 terabytes. They doubled the size of the terabyte. This handheld system, my point is that this handheld system is $5,299. That means they betted big with this. They said, yo, we gotta make this shit. This looks like a passion play. I don't know who their market is and who their customers are, but they said, yo, we're gonna spend all this resource. We're gonna buy these parts. This shit gonna be expensive. And we're gonna sell this shit for $5,200, souped up. $3,000 on the low end. Bro, when I was a kid and I seen 4 digits somewhere, it scared me, bro. Let's get back to Asha Sharma. We must reset Xbox. First, we will reset our content portfolio. Since 2018, we have aggressively expanded our studio portfolio while the number of games created each month across the industry now outpaces the last 10 years combined. Okay. We now find ourselves competing not only with the largest publishers, but also with the smaller independent studios. It is neither possible nor desirable to own every great independent studio. Phil Spencer was just a hoe with the money. We also have learned that we are not the best home for every type of studio. That's reflection, that's accountability. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's good marketing as well, good PR work. It's neither possible nor desirable to own every great independent studio. We have also learned that we are not the best home for every type of studio. In a typical year, we lost 64 cents for every dollar we invested. As we reset Xbox, we will help independent creators succeed by providing open development tools and audience to realize their vision. You can still work with us, but we're not going to be paying for you. That's what that means. I'm going to say it again. As we reset Xbox, we will help independent creators succeed by providing open development tools and audiences to realize their vision. We going to work with you when you develop your game. You could bring it to us and we'll make a deal. But as far as funding, no. Compulsion Games and Double Fine Productions will return to management. Hold on. To management and transition to independent studios with an IP catalog and run away for their next games. Ninja Theory and Undead Labs have entered terms to join new ownership with funding to complete and grow Cinema and State of Decay 3. I don't care about State of Decay 3, but people do. Whatever. I played the first Hellblade. It was good. They didn't care about the second one, but this game got fans. Ninja Theory should have never joined this monopoly, this conglomerate, this Godzilla of a company. This company can't manage all them people, man. And a lot of these people they just had a lightning in a bottle and could not strike again the second time. In France, Arcane's management beginning required consultation with its works council to review potential strategic options. We are also making reductions across other unions and in some cases shifting investment to focus on higher priority projects. These changes vary in size across Activision, Bethesda, ZeniMax, Blizzard. Look at these companies, bro. Blizzard, King, Mojang, and Xbox Game Studios. None of our first-party publicly announced games or projects are being canceled as part of these reductions. In addition, Mojang and King will now report directly to me. These two studios have increasingly become platforms that are largest by monthly active players. They bring critical geographic, demographic, and differentiation to Xbox. Second, we will reset our platform. We know that great technology gets better when it gets simpler, not bigger. You're going to see this again. We know that great technology gets better when it gets simpler, not bigger. They're telling you what they're going to be doing next. I don't know what they're going to do next. Whatever this next move is, it gotta be a knockout punch. Or at least it puts you back in the fight. Today, in some parts of the company, work passes through as many as 14 layers of management. Our platform teams are 40% larger than they were at the start of this generation. Even as our player base and playtime have declined, that complexity has slowed decisions, blurred accountability, and made it harder to deliver for players. As we reset Xbox, we will simplify. We will reduce management layers to no more than 5, and where possible 3. We will deliver success. See, I don't know too much about the management layers, but I'm gonna guess there ain't gonna be 4, 5 managers. There's gonna be 3. There's gonna be more control. When you got all these fucking managers doing shit, trying to tell people what to do, that's all they're doing is telling people what to do. They're not fucking working. We will deliver success through a flatter organization that is built around makers, individual contributors, focused on building player coaches, leaders who remain deeply involved in the work while developing their teams, and directly responsible individuals who own key decisions and outcomes. We will streamline how we work across our tools with a cleaner code base, shared services, and 50% reduced vendor spending. Get all you third-party folks out of here. We trying to concentrate, rebuild. Third, we are resetting how we operate. As Xbox grew our headcount, we became more fragmented. Teams, studios, and functions often operate independently. They gotta come back as one. Everything was all over the place. Everybody seen it. Bro, I haven't spoke about Xbox in my real life in 7 years, bro. 7 years. Only time we spoke about this shit was when Gears dropped. When Gears drop, when is when Xbox's name pops up one more time, bro. This is a fact in my life. I know how you Twitter motherfuckers be. Y'all just be, yo, man, but. Just listen, bro. Just listen. As we grew our headcount, we became more fragmented. Teams and studios and functions often operate independently, and it became harder to work towards a shared goal. Make the right trade-offs and get things done. For the first time, we are establishing a chief operating officer with end-to-end P&L responsibility across content, platform, hardware, and services. Helen Chang has been promoted to this role and will report directly to me. Over nearly 2 decades at Xbox, Helen has helped build some of the most important businesses from Xbox Live to leading Mojang and the Minecraft franchise. She will bring our businesses together under one operating model. Make sure we make clear investment decisions, learn from our successes and failures, and hold ourselves accountable. Thank you for the results. Thank you, Dave McCarthy, who is retiring after 17 years with Xbox. Dave has played a defining role in building the platform that millions of players rely on every day, and has been trusted partner through many of the biggest moments in Xbox's history. We wish him all the best. These changes are about a bigger future for Xbox, not a smaller one. The next decade of gaming will be larger, more global, and more creative than anything we've seen before. This year, we'll invest as much in Xbox as we ever have, but we'll invest with greater focus, greater discipline, and greater clarity in all in service of making Xbox what the world plays and creates. I want to be one of the few companies that entertains more than 1 billion people each day and gives everyone the opportunity to create and connect. I know that we can achieve this goal. Xbox has many of the most beloved franchises in entertainment history, talented studios around the world, and we will return to growth in 2027. History is full of companies that mistake longevity for inevitability. Whew! We will not be one of them. Asha, bars. Listen. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I think this was well written. She understands, and she's letting people know that things must be destroyed in order to rebuild. So people that got fat, you guys got fat. Xbox came running around with a check. Microsoft came running around with a check, and the thought wasn't thought through. Everybody seen COVID and what people was trying to recover from COVID. Somebody had a lot of money, and the first check that people seen, they went and jumped on it. And I could be wrong about my analysis or my what I think happened and why a lot of these companies failed is after COVID, a lot of companies lost a lot of money, bro. And when Microsoft came around with a check, a lot of people just jumped on board. You can't really blame them, but a lot of people ain't see like, yo, if this shit is unsustainable and there's just a lot of meaningless jobs in these companies, a lot of meaningless management in these companies, people that's not helping us create our best product, people that's not helping us keep our customers, what is the point of y'all being here? So before everybody does doom and gloom and gets real negative about what's going on, this is actually positive, bro. And to the people that think that this isn't positive, a lot of y'all ain't been through enough in life where you had to break and rebuild, had to change yourself and become something else. Xbox has to literally change itself and become something else, something greater. It has to evolve into its fully realized self. And that's going to take sacrifice and dedication. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I think Asha Sharma, she talks a very good game, and I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna watch her and see what she does. I think she's gonna do a great job, but we'll see. I'm out of here.